what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Project Hail Mary. Now this is directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, and it is also based on the 2021 novel of the same name. Now the film also stars Ryan Gosling and Sandra Hüller, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and like other actors and actresses too as well. Now this film is about this guy known as Ryder and Grace, or they call him mostly like Grace throughout the film. I know it sounds like a woman name. And he's like awakens like on this spacecraft, like in space, like way out in space, like deep space, and he has no memory of how he ended up there. So the film actually details why he's there and the events that led up to him being put in space like that in the first place. So it's a very strong science fiction film because it is like mostly in space, you know, like deep space, like way far away from Earth. We even see like at one point another planet that I think that's not even in our solar system. And of course at the same time Grace, God, I'm gonna call him Grace because that's like the character that Ryan Gosling plays. That's what he's also mostly known as throughout the film. He actually even comes across like this alien known as Rocky. Where I think he names him Rocky, and they get close and they become very close friends and stuff like that. Because Rocky apparently lost like his crew, like crew members, like on his own spaceship. Because he even has like his own like spaceship that he shows up in. But at times, the film, it does seem like it's going to be like a very good film, but I feel like it just kind of went down with me, you know. But it's like still like okay. But it's just very like bizarre, like weird and like strange, and even like real funny at times. It's almost like a comedy, but they don't really label it as a comedy. But it is like very like humorous. Has like a lot of like comedy in it and so on. But it does turn out that Ryan Gosling, like the person he is playing, he is an astronaut who's like sent on this particular mission to like save humanity, and that's why he's on the spaceship, because he was like a science teacher. Because you can even see like in the flashbacks of him like in school teaching the various kids about science and about the stuff that's going on with like the planets and space and so on. Then it turns out this woman shows up known as Eva Stratt, and she's like the head of like this project known as Hail Mary. She's played by Sandra, I think he called it Hüller. But they know that something is going on with like the Earth, like eventually, like within I think 30 years, if I'm not mistaken, the Earth will become like to get like cold, like it'll start like global like cooling. I think that's what you call it, not global warming, but global cooling will begin to happen. So that's why they had to send Grace or some kind of astronaut with like the knowledge and the intelligence of space on this particular mission to help save the Earth. That's the reason why it's kind of like strange, like and far-fetched. But that's basically what the bulk of the plot itself is about. Like you have Grace who's in space, and then he encounters like Rocky, like the alien. I like the chemistry between them because it is like funny. Because eventually they'll be able to translate each other's like languages or whatever, so we can understand what what Rocky is saying to Grace, and Rocky can understand what Grace is saying to him. Because Rocky even ends up having a voice at one point too. So yeah, there's also like other actors and actresses in the film I could touch on, but I just leave it at that. But that's basically what the film itself is about, and it does have like a dreadful type of tone to it too as well, because Grace is really like stranded out there in space, like deep space, like way far. Yeah, he's like 11 years away from Earth, so that's how long it would take him to get back to where he's at, because he's at his destination kind of, but it would take him 11 years to get back to where he's at. I don't want to go into all it because it kind of spoiled the film. So at times the stuff with that is kind of like sad and like dreadful, because he's like isolated and like stuck in space. But I just leave it at that though. But overall, it's an okay film. Like I said, it was times like, oh, this was like pretty good, like I was enjoying it. But then like during the second half and like towards the third act, then it started going down. Then it just gets real bizarre. And like Rocky himself, like the alien creature thing, it looks like a rock too, because it has like these green like things all over like the body of it. It looks like a spider almost. It's just like, and it doesn't really have a face either. Like Rocky, it doesn't really have like a face or anything. It's just really strange. But in the end, I'm gonna give this a C. I thought I was gonna be leaning towards like a B minus, but it was just like okay. So I'm gonna give it like a C. And I would recommend it for fans of like these like bizarre type science fiction films, because I know this is also based on the novel of the same name. Because the guy that wrote this novel, I think Andy Weir, he also wrote The Martian, which was a pretty good film, like for Matt Damon. I know that was directed by Ridley Scott, and I thought that was pretty decent. But this particular film right here is like it's very strange and odd, you know. But it's like okay, and it really is like a comedy almost, even though they don't label it like that, you know. So I'm gonna give this a C. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.